Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Big Time Rush's Can't Get Enough tour.
There's a million pretty girls all over the big eye, nothing like you, and all around the world, and no one gets denied, no way. Baby, I think you should know, none of the rest of me. There's a million pretty girls all over, but you know, this song's for you, this song's for you.
I went to go see Big Time Rush at the PNC Bank Arts Center in Homedale, New Jersey. It was such an amazing time, so I can't wait to share my thoughts with all of you. Let's start by talking about the openers Max and Jax. They were perfect openers for Big Time Rush. They were energetic, they had great music, and they were so fun to watch. It was really special because the concert that I went to was Jax's hometown show. It's usually Jax, Max, and then Big Time Rush, but Max came out first and he gave his spot to Jax, so she would come right before Big Time Rush came on. I really enjoyed their sets. It was the first time I had seen the both of them perform, and I was not disappointed. Instead of just telling you what I liked about this tour, I'm gonna also compare it to the Forever tour. Starting with the Can't Get Enough tour. I thought this tour was a lot better visually. I thought the choreography was better. I loved the big screen they had in the background, and they had laser lights. I didn't think they were gonna be as cool as they were, and I just couldn't help but just look at them and be like, ooh. And also, this tour had a much bigger set, and they had a lot more room to play around. I think they had a lot more energy for this tour. As far as the new music that they performed, this tour had songs off of their new album, Another Life, which was so fun to hear. On the other hand, the Forever tour had a lot more banter in between songs and talking to the audience. They spent a lot more time in the crowd. During the Forever tour, they came out into the crowd during Time of Our Life and stayed there for Paralyzed. But for the Can't Get Enough tour, they just came out during Windows Down. The new songs that they performed on the Forever tour were their singles. So Call It Like I See It, Honey, Fall, all those songs that came out when they first came back. But both tours were amazing. They both had a mix of new and old music, and vocally, everyone sounded amazing for both tours. They also took into consideration fan suggestions for both tours. Last time, everyone was really hyped for Paralyzed, and they performed that live. And for this tour, a lot of people wanted to hear Shot in the Dark, and they did play that song, which was really cool. If I had to pick which tour is my favorite, I think the Can't Get Enough tour was slightly better than the Forever tour, but I do think that there are some things that they could improve for the next tour. For their next tour, I would really like to see a mix of the strong characteristics from both the Forever tour and the Can't Get Enough tour. I'd like to see them talk to the audience a little bit more. I felt like that was kind of missing from this tour, which was fine because it was filled with such great music, but I really loved that about the Forever tour, especially when they would have the audience ask questions and they would just kind of talk to each other and be goofy. So that was really fun. I would love for them to keep stepping up their game with the special effects. Every time that I've seen them, they seem to add a few more elements that make it look super awesome. So I'm loving the way that they make each tour look really unique. In the future, I would like to see them add some more of their new music into the set list. As much as I love the older Big Time Rush songs, I also really have taken a liking to their new material, and I want to hear them do more of their new stuff. And lastly, for their next tour, I really hope that they have some more affordable VIP experiences. I know a lot of people really want to meet Big Time Rush, but they look at the prices and it's a little difficult. So I would like to see maybe the prices drop a little, or I would like to see some added experiences like going to Soundcheck. And now, in no particular order, here are my top 5 favorite songs from this tour. First up, we have Invisible. I love the Elevate album so much, and I did not realize how emotional I was gonna get hearing Invisible live. It has kind of like the same vibe as No Idea, and I was so sad that they took No Idea off of the set list, but Invisible kind of makes up for it. If you see it live, it's just incredible, and they sound just like the recording. Next is Forget You Now, one of the songs from their new album. I fell in love with that song the first time I heard it. And the way they performed it with like all the lights and Logan's high note towards the end. Next is Till I Forget About You. That was the very last song that they performed. It's one of those Big Time Rush classics, and the whole audience really got into it. Another song that I really loved was Elevate. That one was really hype. I really liked that one. And lastly, of course, Paralyzed. I always feel so lucky hearing that song live. I'm so glad that they kept it on the set list, and I really love how they just brought it back and they've made it their own. And now I'm gonna share with you some tips on how you can make the most of your Big Time Rush concert. First of all, get there early. Go see Max and Jax because they are so worth seeing. I know some people have different opinions on taking videos during concerts. I think it's nice to have a balance between taking some videos and also enjoying the concert with your eyeballs. I did take a lot of videos during the Forever tour, so I knew coming to the Can't Get Enough tour that I really didn't need to take videos of the songs that I took videos of last year. So it was a great opportunity to capture some new songs on video. Tip I have for you is to hydrate. The concert that I went to was outdoors and it was pretty hot when I got there. My advice for you is to hydrate before the concert, the day before the concert. Just make sure you have some water in your system because it can be a lot between the weather and then everyone's around you. The PNC Bank Arts Center allows you to bring water in, so I took advantage of that. I always had water with me just in case I needed it. So be sure to check out the rules for the venue that you're going to because it can be really helpful. They might allow you to bring water and snacks in. My last tip for you is to listen to Big Time Rush's new album, Another Life. Big Time Rush has really put out some great music since they've come back. It really is a great album and they do perform some of the songs off the album, so I definitely recommend listening to it if you haven't already. In conclusion, the Can't Get Enough tour is amazing. Go see it, go buy tickets, and if you have tickets, have fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a very fun time sharing my thoughts and opinions with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time.